When I was asked to come here, I saw it very much as a question of leadership. I understood right up front I did not have a background in criminal justice, but I did have a background as a leader. In the preceding 7 years, I've been working as the chief of the Drug Control Office for the state of Florida. In informal jargon, I was the state drug czar, which meant I had to coordinate counter-drug policy, law enforcement, prevention, treatment, etc., for the entire state. Now, that didn't give me a big agency under me, but it gave me pretty heavy responsibilities. And prior to that, I had been the strategic planner for the national drug control policy in the White House. But in terms of dealing with large groups of people and difficult issues, I'd been a military officer for 27 years, at the end of which I was commanding a brigade. And the brigade's very flexible in its size, but at the very least, it's at its core a couple of thousand people with wide-flung missions. And in the times in which I served, very volatile international times, a lot of heavy responsibilities. So therefore, I had experience in dealing with hard problems and trying to motivate and lead lots of people, concerting their efforts towards a single cause. What was unknown to me was really what the intricacies of the Department of Corrections, state of Florida, are all about. I did know there were problems in the department, but I didn't know much about those problems. I knew there was a likelihood of criminal problems and corruption problems, but as it turns out, people may assume that a new leader is given all of the criminal background investigation proceedings, but he or she is not. That is law enforcement, and that is kept very separate. So when I arrived, after having been alerted to the job at only about 10 o'clock the night before, I discovered an office with crime scene tape across it, further giving me a clue there was a problem. But at any rate, I was confident that if I was able to fall back on my prior experience, apply some basic leadership skills, and approach the job in a positive way, I could quickly figure out who I could rely on to tell me about the intricacies of the department.